Hey, what's up, guys? I think we're off, so we're going to play this. So we're going to be talking today about level 7. This is Mahmoud's level. As you know, Mahmoud is my friend that I mentioned in the first game, and so he was kind of demanded by the fans, and here he is. So say hi. And the actress is Emma. She's called Emma in the game, and she's Emma in real life, nice and easy, so you can't make mistakes. As sometimes happens with actors. I've called the actors the wrong name, like their real name, when I needed their name in the game. So when we wrote this script, we thought halas. It means halas means. You told me what it meant the other day. Enough or something.
Yeah,
that's it. You know, you remembered, yeah? She
Well,
even told me. Yeah, but you told me the other day. I was like, what does halas mean? And she told me. So here he says halas, and it means like, finished in Arabic. And this was another one of those where we wrote it and it was just stupid because we wrote the idea because we thought it would be funny that he's doing all this Tinder stuff and he's obviously using fake pictures. So we thought that would be funny. But now we've got a situation where we can't have a green option in this first choice because what do you do? You shouldn't be on Tinder. The green option is just meet girls in other places where you can show off or make friends with them and get to know them slowly and hope that one of them falls for you one day if you're not. Yeah, so that's it. We're recording this video today by our aquarium.
Yeah.
Probably can't see it very well. Shall I try and hold that then? We'll see. Let's see what we can do. You saw me mention it in Seducer 1.
Does it look good?
You can see the foxfish and the surgeonfish. We've got a reflection, but it's alright. We like fish. Where was it? Here.
Kind of. No.
Ah.
No.
And you were blocking it, so it needs to be.
Yeah, no.
How do you block the reflection?
Well, no. Oh god.
There.
No, it's like that. No.
You like it? You can. So anyway, we really like this location. This is a restaurant that is it Georgian?
I think it's just some Eastern cuisine.
So it's kind of a mixed cuisine, but we really like it. It looks, I don't know what it looks like, but it's kind of Moroccan, kind of interesting. The ceiling's all different colours. It's got the disco balls. We didn't add anything at all to this place. No. They really do have the shisha. They have, these are their teacups. Yeah, like everything is theirs from the restaurant. We hired the upstairs floor, which is massive. You can see about a third of it. There's way more. And it's got the whole downstairs as well, which was working that day as a restaurant. But I don't think we had too many problems with sound. So
it was okay.
What else to say? I was kind of not watching a lot of this. I was sitting to the left here, like over here. This waiter was really silly. There's a UK TV show called Extras with Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais is the guy that did the Golden Globes, and he's kind of a comedy legend. So his TV show Extras is where they're all working as extras and they dream of hitting the big time, so they want speaking roles and all of that. And this waiter was kind of like that because he was talking to all of the cast, the director, everyone he could in breaks when they were trying to work. he was trying to get to say more words than we gave him, trying to just add his own stuff.
At least one word to squeeze it in. At least one.
So we'd be like, "Can I take your order?" And it's like, "Good evening. Can I take your order?" And he ordered everything, and then he was like, "And what would you like, madam?" And we're like, "No, he's just ordered for both of them. We don't need that." So there was nice guy, you know. But this is the kind of thing that happens sometimes on set. It's really, most of the people are so great, have a fantastic work ethic, and then sometimes there are others that don't. So Mahmoud, he's not like an actor. He's done some stand-up comedy. He's done some TV stuff, but he's not the professional actor that the other people were in the game. Those guys had no problem remembering lines, and just we'd say, okay, this is the scene where you say you want to have sex with her, and then you don't like it, and they would just be able to do it. He required a lot more direction just because he wasn't professional. So you learn stuff like don't look at the camera, make sure you pause so that they can cut at the end. Whatever it is, all of this stuff. The same with Emma. She'd been on some movies, but she wasn't experienced. So it would be like she's leaving here, and she just stops, and we need the shot of her walking all the way out, but she kind of stops there, and it's like, okay, do it again. So this day went actually quite slowly. And from the original script, I think we lost about 25%.
Yeah, unfortunately, it couldn't happen.
25%. We had this didn't we have an interesting ending, I think? Yeah, we had a few cool things. So I like this level, and I hope you like the level.
Mm-hmm.
You like the level? Like it. But it could have been way better. But we had to compromise and cut some stuff. But overall, we still like it. We think it's funny. I love his expressions.
Yeah.
You like the bit. What bit do you like when he does?
I like the bit when he's just kind of sitting there like that, and he asks something, and while Emma's talking, he just does this, like that. And just continues sitting there like that. And I was like, what is he doing? That was very funny.
I like when he calls the waiter my child, and he calls her all the time like darling and dear and habibi and all of this stuff. So I like all that stuff, and it's quite real. So obviously he's loaded, and he has a Rolex two-tone Datejust on his left arm. He's got the nice suit, and he's talking about his yacht and various things. There's the line about YKK zips, and I like that. I hope you know what it is. I hope you have some item of clothing and you've seen the little YKK on it. So it's kind of a company that everyone knows, but it's not like Apple, where you know that the boss is Tim Cook and that it's public on the NASDAQ or whatever else. Right. This is, it's obviously a big company because they make most of the world's zips, but you don't know anything about it. So it's quite a funny joke when he says that his family own YKK zips, and it's not actually true. And I hope YKK zips don't sue us. There's a few things we mentioned in the game, but I think it's allowed. We didn't check a lot of stuff with our lawyers. We've got Cuphead in the game on the strip club level. I don't think those guys would sue us, but we'll see. And what else? We mentioned some brand names. Heinz Soup, for example. So in this level, he also mentions Robert Mugabe. And do you guys know who that is?
Yay.
Did you know?
No.
You didn't know before?
No, I knew, but I mixed the countries up.
What country did you think he was?
Well, I knew kind of.
What country is he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I forgot again.
Cut, redo it. No, we're doing this in one take, so there's mistakes stay. He's like the disgraced former president of Zimbabwe.
Yes, that's all.
And why is he disgraced? No, so he was the disgraced former president of Zimbabwe, and now at the moment they've just had their first kind of free, happy elections after him. So yeah, he was not a great leader and did a lot of dodgy stuff, and so it's quite funny that Mahmoud knows him. Again, he doesn't in real life, so I hope Robert Mugabe doesn't come after us, but probably won't. Did they kill him? I don't know. Anyway, should be okay. We like all those faces that he did.
Yeah.
We filmed all of this in one day, and then we filmed another day the flashback and the intro and the other bits and pieces that took a whole day, I guess, as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. This bit was brilliant, I think, but take off your beautiful dress. You're waiting. So that should get quite a strong reaction when people see it. It's one of the gambles we took on Seducer 2. When we watch TV shows, like if you watch Arrested Development or what's the other one that has loads of flashbacks? Family Guy, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay, so these kinds of shows, they're not super expensive in terms of the locations and stuff they use, but they have a lot of flashbacks, which means that members of the cast and crew need to spend a lot of shooting time just to get a few seconds of footage that's used as a flashback. So for that scene, we had to get the location, we had to dress him up as the doctor, we had to get the lady in the beautiful dress, yes? We had to do all of this stuff, and obviously that takes hours to get just a few seconds of footage. So in Super Seducer 2, there are quite a lot of those moments, and we're going to see when the game comes out if it was worth it, or if we could save tons of time, money, effort, stress, blood, sweat and tears in Super Seducer 3 and just delete all that. So imagine this level without the intro, without the flashback, and we've saved a whole filming day. Just boom, there's Mahmoud, you don't know who he is, unless you heard about him, and there he is.
Hope you guys like it. The flashback.
Emma! One of our camera operators was called Maxim. And we called his Mahmoud's security Max, and then in the level he says, Max! Max! And so in the days following that, right until the end of shooting, we were calling him our camera operator. First, no, he's the DOP, Director of Photography on the whole project. Max! Max, and he liked it, and now he's gonna live with that forever. People screaming Max at him. I like this because it's the strawberry and daffodil shisha. That was funny. That's Mahmoud's own line, and this kind of stuff. I mean, we've been talking now for quite a while. We haven't said anything about the kind of dating secrets in the game. This is kind of, you know, we tried to include a lot of the stuff that an older man should do to woo a younger woman. We have the same situation. Kat is much older than me, and so she had to use these tactics to... So I'm 10 years older than her, and it's not that old. But if it were 20 years, then it would really be about... you know, being wise and being, you know, all of the things that an older man should have over a younger man. And that's what we tried to show in this level. This is an orange option when the security guy, Max, throws out the annoying extra waiter. And it was orange and not red because I think it's just kind of cool. Especially, you know, depending how it's done. I mean, a lot of people would be impressed by that. So,
well, I guess.
So there we go. And I really liked that guy, Max, the security guy. He looks brilliant. And he's a subway driver as his main job. And then he just does some acting and other bits and pieces as a side thing. But
Yeah.
we used him for the 2 days, and
Yeah, he's great.
I would use him as my personal security. I would use him. We're going to definitely get him back and try and get him some more gigs, because he's just really
Cool.
he's cool and imposing, and he looks like he doesn't look like one of these big gym guys where he's just bursting with muscles. He looks like he could just crush your skull from his natural strength, which is what I like in a tough guy. He does ridiculous faces when he does the eyes and he doesn't blink. Ah, this is it.
Yes.
That's the bit she liked. And then it just pauses. Oh God. And the shisha bubbling the whole time. He was actually smoking it, I think. Ah, yeah. They were breaking for ages because the shisha kept stopping working.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think the story was that it was quite difficult to get started and get into the right rhythm. And the shisha was prepared and ready to go, but we didn't use it on time.
We didn't start
and
in time.
it just ran out. And when we needed it, it wasn't
ready.
working. And then they tried to lit up the other one, and it didn't work. And that one they broke. So sometimes you can see in the shot that it's not standing upright. It's a bit like that because someone broke it and it wouldn't
Stay on properly.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God.
It's ridiculous. I mean, that's the kind of stupid stuff that happens. It's like everything's there and working. All of the people were flown in to be in it. You know, Emma flew from New Orleans and Mahmoud flew from England. So, you know, everyone's flown in, and then you're set back because of the bloody shisha. And if you've already used it for some of the scenes, you can't really just get rid of it. I mean, you can build in a scene where the guy comes back and takes it, but you're often in this situation where you want to say, like, do we just forget about this and continue, or do we keep trying to get it right? And in this case, I think I shouted, it's only the fucking shisha, just carry on.
Yeah, but no one paid attention to him.
But no one carried on. I was sitting with my laptop off to the left of the main shot. Is this his body language bit?
This is hilarious.
It's so ridiculous, this bit. I can't wait to see what YouTube guys... I mean, we don't try and make... Sometimes we try and be funny.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, this will be funny. This was not like that. We were trying to do it seriously, and it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Which is good. Which is good.
Yes.
What was I doing? I was doing something on the laptop. I think I was doing scripting for the next day.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So probably we had some unfinished script for like the next shooting day, and so it was critical that I did it. So I was not as hands-on in this as usual. And Kat was sitting next to the director and directing the actors, and then Pete was there, or managing. You were managing the script. Pete was directing the actors, getting very frustrated because there was a lot going on. Anytime you have people moving, people coming in, leaving, the security, the waiter, all of that stuff, it just massively slows things down.
Yeah.
So it's a problem. This bit was ridiculous. I didn't see any of this. I only knew that we were late, we were cutting stuff, and that it's great. So that's all improvised by Mahmoud there. About what?
It just was awful.
What, the day?
What he did, no.
Awful what he did.
Didn't look.
Yeah, he had something. And this is my telephone because we put it in the tea.
Yeah.
And she actually says he put my phone in
the
water. And we were like, it's not water, it's tea. But we were like, fuck it, just that'll do. We can't keep doing it again and again because you need to reset the cameras, reset everyone. And actually when you're, it takes, is it 7 minutes? Our average for one shot in the game is seven minutes. So each choice that you click, the average is that it took 7 minutes to film that. So if it was all okay, apart from she said water and not tea, okay. And were they drinking real tea then, or was it water? Maybe
no,
it was
actually
actually
water. That's why she said that.
That's why.
But
That's
I
why.
was like, maybe the important part is that it's like liquid and therefore might break. The phone might break from that. That's why she said water. Maybe it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not ideal, but there's always like a compromise. We could also right now message Emma and say, Emma, can you please record
Read up, yeah.
some audio of you saying, you put it in tea instead.
I don't know. Maybe in a natural situation, it's more natural to say water because that's what's important. Not like green tea from China or something. You are not going to specify, right?
Are you being racist?
No.
What's wrong with green tea?
I like it. The first.
We like green tea. So anyway, if but you're kind of saying like Tommy Wiseau when you did that ridiculous scene.
Yeah.
In the movie The Room, we never watched the movie The Room, and then everyone said that there were just comments everywhere, all over the whole internet, thousands of people saying that I'm like Tommy Wiseau from the Room.
And we were like.
So after the 1,000th comment, I looked it up, and we watched The Room, and we watched The Disaster Artist, and it's hilarious. So there was this moment in that where the guy says he's telling some terrible story about how someone ended up in hospital, and Tommy Wiseau goes like this, that's a great story. Like that. And he says, well, people react in unpredictable ways, so that's fine for keeping in the movie. And that's kind of like what you said now, when someone says water instead of tea, people might do it if they're stressed, so why not? So, yeah,
Sorry.
maybe. No, maybe though. Maybe that's right.
We need to have focus group and try that experiment. Take their phones out and then put it in the tea and see what they say. He put my phone in and recorded all of them.
Well, things that actually happen sometimes seem so unrealistic, like Trump winning or whatever. You know, there's stuff that happens that seems so unrealistic, but it still happens. So nothing can be done. But it's kind of a thing with the whole project, which is that we didn't have massive pre-production time. We didn't have much scripting time. If we did, think about it, we've got over 10 hours of footage. And if we got all of that at a, you know, and it looks great, but if we did the Hollywood style finish and polish and pre-production, it would have none of those mistakes, like water instead of tea, but it probably would have cost $2 million or something like that. So I'm fine with the result.
Yeah.
Did the video freeze up?
Yeah, it froze quite a while ago.
So that was choice 8C. Ah, wicked. If it freezes on that, if it froze on his face like that, would have been fine. You can see, look in the aquarium. This is
Sea urchin.
sea urchin, and he goes around the whole tank and eats stuff. And I think they just ate because they're quite. I think they just ate, so they're jumping around a bit.
Why is the video frozen though?
I don't know. So guys, we do have a better computer. It's the Big Mac there.
Yeah.
Not a Big Mac like McDonald's. Not a Big Mac like Big Mahmoud. But the desktop computer that we don't use. So you have to watch these choppy frozen videos. But it's an extra and it's free. So what are you going to do? What else have we got to say about this level?
Nothing probably.
Nothing. Emma was cast. She's a friend of Ian, who is one of our American collaborators that doesn't want his full name mentioned because he's terrified of being associated with Seducer. But he had a lot of input into the project. ideas and a lot of the scripting and stuff in part 1. And Emma is his friend. And yeah, and we went out all together the night before or the night...
No, after. No? Or before?
I think it was before, or was it after?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it would have been before, because they left that day. So we went out all together to a bar.
Went night before, and then there was one extra night before the filming day.
Yeah, so the 2 days before. Yeah. She'd rather live in the street than live as his whore.
It sounds...
there's a massive continuity problem in this level. We spotted it a few days ago, and I don't know if it got solved in the version you play, but I think it... we partially solved it. So early in the game, she says that... That's not real money. Earlier in the game, she says that she's got a problem when she's doing the happy chat. She's got a problem her friend won't pay the rent. So it's basically saying she's got financial problems. Then she says that she's an independent woman. She's got her own apartment. And then later she says she's got 25 bitcoins. And I think we deleted the apartment bit. So she doesn't say that she's got her own apartment, but it still says that she's got 25 bitcoins. And as of today, when we're filming this video, Bitcoin is at $7,600, and she's got 25 of them. So how much is that, babe? Like 185, right, guys? I don't know. 185,000-ish dollars. So she wouldn't really have problem paying her rent on her shared apartment in New Orleans, would she? But
she might be bluffing, just lying to...
Yeah, but that's again like a Tommy Wiseau answer.
I'm great at
People
that.
lie. People just do anything. You never know. Yes, really. So there's a few continuity problems like that, because at the end of the day, you're kind of asking someone to play a role, but it's not one that they've had defined.
Yeah.
You know, if Al Pacino in Scarface, he doesn't just show up and they say, you've got to be Puerto Rican. And then he talks about something that a Puerto Rican person would, it's Cuban. Cuban person. And they show up and he's talking about something that a Cuban person would never talk about. He's learned the character, he's hung out with Cubans for months, he's got the accent, he understands how they dress, walk, talk, what they do, everything, right? These guys don't.
No.
So that's why they can say they're poor, but they've got bitcoins, or Ben can say that he eats in all the McDonald's and that the New York restaurants are very affordable. And there's all kinds of weird things that people say in the game because of that, because there's not kind of that rigor. But I don't think it adds too much, and it's almost like something funny for the player to catch us out. Like, well done if you notice those inconsistencies. We really liked the videos of Super Seducer 1 when people were like, that's the girl from the other level, and that's that thing from that, and you said that, but you did that. That's fun. That's part of the fun, catching out the creators. So we don't mind too much about that. What else? 30 minutes of the video gone. I don't know how long we talked for.
We scrolled a bit.
Our script. You know what, baby? You can be my habibi. We go on the yacht, yes? We go to Dubai. We're going to Dubai soon, so we'll see. We'll see if there are more Mahmouds and Habibis walking around. There are definitely all these girls on Instagram that take pictures in front of the Burj Al Arab, and they don't post the guy that they're on holiday with. So it could easily be Mahmoud or one of his cousins or something like that, because, yeah. It's like, oh, she's in Dubai. Oh, she's in a fancy hotel, and you don't see the man.
What if she's working as a model?
She's probably working.
As a model. No,
as a model.
I'm sure some girls just go there and it's okay.
Oh yeah, if they also post their shots from the photo shoot that they were working on, or the modelling jobs, but if they just post their pictures from the hotel room and the beach with no man, or on a yacht, and it's like, whose yacht is it? No?
Don't know.
Anyway, that's all right. It's okay. Nothing against that.
The aquarium went.
They're going to sleep. So it's still light here because it's summer. It's like 9 p.m. and their sleep time is 9 p.m. So they will all go to sleep. And fish do sleep and they do make sounds. You should watch Blue Planet 2, the BBC documentary. It's very nice if you like fish. All right, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't say anything effectively.
Say something now very
smart.
potent.
Sorry. No. About what? Attacking me. He's attacking me.
Cool, guys. See you later. Okay. We're recording? We're recording. So this is the producer's commentary for Strip Club Level. Strip Club Level was one of the first ones we shot, wasn't it?
First one for me.
She wasn't around for the first week of filming. We had a long booked holiday in Barcelona, and I decided...
it wasn't a week, it was 2 working days, 2 filming days that I missed.
But over a week.
Yeah.
So, there was other stuff going on in that week as well,
right.
Planning and whatnot. So anyhow, she missed it was 3 filming days.
No.
So how many days did I do with level 1, Rachel?
2.
Right, and what about the Chinese level?
But you weren't in it. He wasn't in it, he's lying. Not the Chinese level, not the fusion restaurant. The other Chinese level, which is the bonus level, only in Chinese with Chinese actors speaking Mandarin.
She's not Chinese.
She's not Chinese.
She just
speaks Mandarin.
Okay, you're confused. So let's just. So anyway, she was the first one that this one was there for, and it's the one of the first ones that we did, and I really liked the idea of doing strip club, but this is one of the levels I'm not so happy with. I think it looks all right. You got these naked chicks in the background, which is good. Although we're worried about it, whether we're going to get banned on Twitch and places. But from what we hear, it should be okay. But really, it's just a little bit like Super Seducer 1. It's a little bit cringe, a little bit lame. And partly the problem, this is Anastasia, the actress, and I think she's lovely and she looks great and everything. However, she's not an actress, and she was a little bit nervous. She even asked for whiskey halfway through.
She's a business analyst or something like that.
Yeah, she's a business analyst. She's brilliant in real life. This was when Pro Jared called them prostitutes, so... Obviously, we had to include that. Hey, Pro Jared, how you doing, dude? She was... the problem was, she was in her head trying to remember the lines, trying to get the English right. I was kind of trying to remember lines a bit as well, because in this level, someone else helped with the scripting, and... It wasn't exactly my way, because my way of doing things is always the same, and I thought you guys would be bored with it, because it's basically, get a connection and make her laugh. Boom, done deal. So we got some real technology. I had to ask her if I could actually slap her ass and asked everyone's permission, and it was okay. Mm-hmm. This set was funny as well. We've never been to this strip club, but it's quite nice, and it's a real working strip club. We'd never been there and seen it. It was the first time. And the girls working in this level are like club dancers. So they'll dance in sexy outfits, but they're not strippers. Yeah. So we didn't try and get real strippers. But I think that the girls that dance, like podium dancers or whatever, obviously they're used to wearing sexy clothes and they dance way better, and that's where we got those girls. And yeah, this is Anastasia. She's a business analyst. I'm distracted a lot when I'm watching this by my shoulder, which is
Oh yeah, the jacket.
it's popping up.
No one paid attention to that during filming.
Yeah, I mean, see it here? It just looks ridiculous. So
I think it's just not visible from far away. In the wide shot, you can't see it. That's why no one saw it, because there were no people who were close to you. The cameras were really far away to let all the space be free. And
but that camera guy should have seen it. The director should have seen it.
On the playback. Yeah.
So this level was shit. No, it's actually quite good. We like it, but it just wasn't as good as we'd hoped.
Right.
We got some feedback from our American colleague that it's a pity that you can't see Anastasia's boobs all the time, because she's actually got humongous boobs.
You can see that. Wait a minute. I can clearly see that all the
from time to time.
Maybe that's because I know.
Yeah, because we know she's got massive boobs, but if you didn't know, it's contrast that with the Mahmoud level where she's got big boobs out all the time.
Not all girls are comfortable with that, you know?
But she was.
She was, yeah.
And we didn't take advantage of that.
But look,
now they're popping. There you go. So you saw it. You saw it there.
I see it.
Here we go. You ready? Boom. Pow. There they are.
It's because of the black dress as well, because it doesn't let the light, let the shape be visible. Because you see, everything that you see that's black is just flat. You can't actually...
So if I was a girl with massive boobs, I just need to wear black and it'd look flat? Okay. So...
Tips from me.
So yeah, this level it's a bit odd, but I think it's probably quite good to play. We have a few cool concepts in there. So right at the end we have the right at the end we have the bit where you have to memorize the number if you choose to memorize the number, which we thought was cool. And I think if you dial that number, we checked, it doesn't work in America. So it works in some countries, but it doesn't work in America, so we should be all right. The other thing we've got in this, it was one of the first ones we shot, and we again decided to use a lot of extras. So yes, we've got the dancers. We have these guys that look like, to me, they're perfect strip club customers. They just look great.
I don't know. I never went to a strip club, so I don't know what them guys look like.
Because you're religious?
No, I'm not.
Why didn't you ever go?
To know. I mean,
you up for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so strip clubs are good. Go to the strip club. And now see how much is popping out. Every time it shows me, my shoulder is just super popping and it doesn't look good.
I wonder whether people would notice or not.
I'm expecting YouTubers to be getting, what the fuck's with his shoulder? Oh my God, he's got giant shoulder pads like the 80s. Well, I don't know what they're going to say, but it's not going to be complimentary. And again, we've blown it. The whole game is blown because of that. My fashion's kind of weird again. I like having different looks. So I've got my sleeve poking through, and this is actually a long-sleeved baggy gym top. And then I've got these trousers with the stripe and then the grey jacket that is not like a business jacket. So I like my weird fashion that I have in different levels in the game. We had a smoke machine in this one as well, did we?
Yeah, I think so.
We had a smoke machine. We also had the security guards that come in from time to time. We, in the first game, exhausted pretty much every avenue for her leaving or me leaving. Fuck you, I'm going. You know, all of that stuff, we did it so many times. So in this, we've got security. Here he is. We use the other dancers. They come and attack me. And there's the bit with the male stripper.
Male stripper, yeah.
But he was a model, right?
Yeah, he's not a stripper. He's not a dancer even, I think. Yeah.
So that guy, yeah, he's just a male model. And they oiled him up. And
made him dance. He couldn't really dance, but...
The director was showing him how to dance again? Or
yeah,
not?
obviously. Or directly, he knows how to do anything.
He likes getting in there and just showing people how to do it. So he was showing him how to do his male stripper.
I hope some of the footage of him trying to show to people will get into documentary.
Were they there that day?
I hope so. I mean, there were multiple occasions.
In the DLC, we've got a documentary, and it's actually super in depth. I think they got like 100 hours of backstage footage and interviews and stuff. So we haven't seen it yet. We're waiting for it. It's going to be
soon,
in a few days. But if you're watching this, it's already in the future, and it's in the DLC. Unless we went back in time and decided not to do the...
Like in Dark.
Yeah, we just watched the TV show Dark, the German TV show on Netflix.
Very nice.
And it's got the 1953, 1986 and whatever, yeah. Anyhow, strip club. So, the gay stripper thing, the thing is, what else is going on in this level? She punches me in the dick.
Oh, yeah.
That was an idea we had to have something new that could be done to me, to punish me for doing the wrong thing, whatever I'm doing in that moment. And I'm wearing one of those cups that you wear if you're doing...
Protective cup.
Yeah, sports and stuff. So she did actually punch it, and different members of the team had a go at punching it. Quite a funny moment on this day was when our producer... Luda, we've got like the husband and wife production team, and she has a young baby that she's still breastfeeding, which means she doesn't like the breastfeeding joke in the comedy level, but that's another thing. But she has to see the baby a few times a day to feed it, and so she brought... Here's the gay stripper bit. And I had to do it a few times. And you miss it, but I actually swing on the pole and swing around the pole, but the camera guy missed how I did that. It was quite acrobatic. So it was quite funny anyhow, because her baby got brought to the strip club. So her mother-in-law or mother-in-law,
I think it was mother-in-law,
who looks after the baby, brought it to the strip club, the little 6-month-old boy, to be breastfed, and he was an early visitor to the strip club, and obviously it wasn't a working strip club, but we did still have these girls with the dancers with their butt cheeks showing, which is cool. But that's something as well about the team. I mean, a lot of people say Super Seducer is sexist and evil and misogynistic and all that. Okay, but then the funny thing is, so many of the team are women. So many of the team are family people, married, children, whatever it is. And so, okay, criticize me, but they're making it as well, and they're cool with it. They didn't object to any of the content in it. They had the script ages before. The camera guy's wife came, the director's girlfriend came to the shooting. All of the actors from England came. And yeah, so the kind of sexist, misogynist thing, I don't know, like everyone was cool working on it, so whatever. You saw the boobs a little bit there again. But what about this strip club? What do we have to say about the techniques and stuff? Pete actually came up with a lot of the techniques. Pete also helped with the Tinder level, because I've never done Tinder. So it's the green line is kind of mostly his. We worked on it together, but it was his core, because he does some work where he teaches seduction.
Oops.
And this was improvised as well, because I asked the guy for a tissue.
Yeah. And he had the tissue somehow.
And he found one. Brilliant. Well, cheers, dude. Clean it up.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And throw it on the floor. Boom. As you do. Um, yeah, I've been to strip clubs a lot all over the world, maybe in about 40, 50 countries.
Oh well.
And in London, I used to go to Stringfellows. In New York, Flash Dancers and Spearmint Rhino in Vegas.
How many times a week did you go?
Just from time to time. But we've got a friend,
Who?
Alfred.
Ah,
That guy who's our friend, whose nickname is Anthony P.
okay.
He loved the strip club, so he was always going, and sometimes I went. But for me, like if you're a single guy or even not single, you can enjoy it. Like a lot of guys go with their wives or girlfriends because women are able to look at another woman and appreciate her dancing, her underwear, her shoes.
Yeah.
They're just interested in it. And in London, the strippers make a lot of money if they're good. There are a few cases of, girls that make hundreds of thousands a year and whatever.
Wow.
So it's not that bad. And
What do you mean it's not that bad? It's not bad at all. It's not dirty or anything.
Well, a lot of people would have a dirty impression of it, and I think that obviously no parent would like the idea of their child stripping, but technically it's still quite a powerful thing because in rules are different all over the world, but like in England the guys are not allowed to touch, and the women are very strong and confident, so it is a role reversal to the way things normally are. The guys are actually quite shy in there.
I think there's nothing bad about it, nothing shameful. It's great.
Yes, so if you're a stripper watching this, cool, we like you. And yeah, I used to go a lot in London, and the girls there, they generally don't get on that well with each other, the other girls in the club, because they're competitive, and they're all from different countries. So I don't know, they generally don't get on that well, and they work until 4 a.m. every day. They're generally foreign, so they're actually girls that are lonely and looking for some connection and nice conversation. Of course, they want to make money, but there's also room for meeting a good guy who you want to spend time with. So all of the strippers will tell you they don't date customers, but all of the strippers will also tell you that their exes were all customers. So it's it's an environment that it's possible to meet women.
Exactly, that's why we made the level, right?
Yeah.
And some people might think from the list of levels that would be a dirty one and a bad one, but it actually isn't at all.
No, it's not especially dirty. We tried to make it. No, we didn't. Don't know. You were a little bit worried because you were sitting right next to this girl's ass.
Well, I had to sit right behind them dancing all day, and when I saw some shots and when they were really a major thing in the shot, I was
The bum cheeks.
I was like, oh God, what will we do? Because I could see 2 cameras out of 3, and I was like, how will we be able to edit that to be normal? But then we managed somehow to edit that.
And apparently, my latest information is that Twitch should be okay if there's no nipples or pussies.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I heard that their policies are really
woolly.
flaky.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do. Maybe I think what we're going to do with this level. This is called SS2 level 4, but it's probably going to be SS2 level 6, 7,
or 8.
7 or 8. I'm going to let the lady choose because women are empowered in our family and business, and they can choose what level the strip club will be in the game. If we have it a little bit later, then it won't get... There's a big ass moment right there.
Yeah, but some of them were much worse.
Yeah. So...
It just froze, didn't it, as well?
Yeah, we're recording this on the laptop. It's
problems.
It's not a bad laptop. I like it, but it's struggling. I looked up how to record screen capture with our video in the corner, and this is the way to do it without paying for any new software. And
Ooh.
maybe it's not the best, but
Save money.
yeah, but my computer's pretty good. Oh, not that. No.
No.
So we're using
no.
QuickTime. It's a Mac. It's 2017. It's a processor. It's 16 gigabytes. It should be okay, but
Looks
obviously,
okay, but doesn't work.
obviously, it's not handling this 2 gigabyte video and stuff. But
Not at all.
but that wasn't important.
No.
It was mainly just. So I got attacked again.
Little baby abused.
Yeah. So we'll figure something out with this level, put it later on. We also want to break it up so that it's not all the levels with me in a row or all the levels with other people in a row. So we'll figure it out. What else do we have to say about this level? It was filmed in a real strip club. We had the 2 different locations. We had it at the bar. My drinks were not real in this one, but she had a whiskey.
It was a very long day. Didn't see any daylight at all. It's terrible.
Really?
Yes.
Why was it long? It wasn't that long, was it?
I think it was my impression of it because it was my first filming
It was
day.
her first filming day, and at the end of this,
Shocking.
she came home and said, "I'm not doing that again. I can't
was
do it,"
shocked.
because it was just too long. But actually, we had much harder filming days after, so this was nothing. Quite cruel, yeah.
Very.
So it's a red option. Alright, cool. That's it, guys. I think we said we've got anything else to say. We must have something super smart to say.
No, I think
No.
I said it.
Something super smart? No. Behind the scenes interesting facts.
Idiot.
What did we eat on that day?
I think we ate nothing.
Muffins, I
And
think.
coconut water, I think that was it.
Yeah, too
And
many
I think we
coconut waters.
didn't drink enough water because we forgot.
Yeah. When you
Dehydration.
film, your health really suffers. You don't have time
To eat or drink or sit down sometimes even. You're forced to stand up all day somewhere near the camera because there is no space anywhere else. So you can't lie down.
Yeah,
or
it's always
sit.
uncomfortable, yeah.
And when you have lunch break, it's like 20 minutes, and sometimes you can't sit either. So it's tending. I mean, not always, but
And I'm wearing loads of makeup. I don't like that either. It's not really comfortable. And obviously I'm wearing not the most comfortable clothes because I think it was very hot again.
yes, it was very hot, and you're wearing this jacket which is made of 100% wool, I think, because
Yeah.
it looks really woolly. And I mean, it's that's something smart. I just said.
Well done. And
It's a lot of suffering, always.
it's a lot of suffering, but it's not like, we read Man's Search for Meaning
Or Shackleton.
and Shackleton's endurance story. So, those are awful, awful stories. And working in the strip club for a day is not not that bad by comparison. So, and I think it's very cool that she's a business analyst.
Yeah.
She was a little bit worried about being the stripper because we did auditions, and she auditioned for Girl in Car, stripper,
And Girl in Group of Guys.
and Girl in Group of Guys, yeah. And we thought she'd be best for this because she's the most sexy and she has the big boobs and great body. She was a little bit funny about it because she's a business analyst. This guy is great. I love our extras in this. I think they're all phenomenal. They all look interesting.
Exactly right.
Exactly right. So she was a little bit worried about it, but then she understood it's just an acting job and that there's nothing too dirty in it.
No.
Cool. Nice one. So there you have it, guys. Our commentary on the strip club level. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
All right, here we go. We've got level 2, we're calling it, but it won't be level 2, I don't think, in the final game. This is Girl Looking for Sex. It's shot in a nightclub, and quite a lot to say about this level, actually. The first thing is we weren't actually going to make it its own level. It was going to be a branching choice. So it was going to be that Jolie, Louise in the game, goes out, and then it's the choice, like, do you want to get laid or do you want to find a
serious relationship?
Yes, and then you choose. But after discussing it with various people, we were going to even do it in the same venue.
Mm-hmm.
But discussing it with people, they said that there was no way we could film it all in one day. So there was no point getting the same, having the same venue and having the same extras and the same clothes and everything like that. So we should split it into 2 totally different levels. So that's what we did. But we'd already booked the actors. Nathan was going to be in both of them because it was supposed to be the same place. So he's in it later, this level, and he's also in the Girl Looking for Serious Relationship. But you'll see in this one we've tried to disguise him and make him look different, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later. So this was quite a hard filming day. Jolie is very professional, great actress, but she was in this dress that was very hot. The place was very hot. There were big lights on. There was no air.
And she had to dance all the time.
Yeah, and she had to move. She had to dance. So it was really hard for her. A very, very long day.
Yeah.
For me, it was very hard as well. I want your sympathy too, because I had sniffles.
Aww.
Terrible sniffles. So I arrived early in the morning with all of the actors, and then I probably didn't come onto the set until like 4 p.m. or something really, really late. So I spent a lot of time just sitting there sniffling. And then by the time I went on, I was just tired and not really ready. So that was really awful for me and very hard. So it's quite interesting because there's obviously no music playing. Anytime you see in a movie or in Super Seducer a club scene, there's no music because obviously we need the sound. So all of the people there that are dancing to nothing. They weren't even given some
sample.
Some sample track to show them what they should.
Unfortunately, we were thinking about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone said we should do it, but we didn't do it.
No.
Tell everyone who this is in the black with Louise.
This friend of Louise is our producer. Her name is Luda, and that was her first time on camera.
And I think she looks great. She's got a baby. How old is the baby?
6 months.
So she's got a 6 months old baby, and she looks brilliant. So well done to her. I also really like some of the extras or supporting artists, as they're supposed to be called these days, like this red guy.
Oh yeah.
In the background, and later on the drunk guy, and there's a model guy, but he doesn't really look like a model guy. But
no, but it's very funny.
Anyway, and the venue, I would say, is not one of the best, but the level has a lot of variety. I think that Jolie is really great in it. She's a great actress, and she really had a lot of energy and kind of went above and beyond in terms of the acting.
Yeah, definitely. Some things were not scripted, and she's really great at improvising, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Loads of stuff wasn't scripted. We even had a problem because we have this process where we need to tell the coders what the on-screen text will be and kind of name the video files and stuff like that. And we had to wait till we saw it because we didn't remember what actually happened in that, because it was all improvised and it was kind of all written down in scribbles. So that's the level of improvisation that went on. What else happened in this day? this was the day right after. Yeah, we filmed Serious Relationship first.
Yeah.
So that was a long filming day, and then we did this this day right after.
I think there was some problem that the crew thought we might not be able to film.
Yeah, there was a political summit meeting of world leaders or something down the road, and there was a worry that at 6 p.m. they would jam all of the frequencies to stop people from setting off bombs or spying, or I don't know what they were worried about. Security reasons. So our sound guy was very worried that it would just be a complete shutdown at 6 p.m. And if that had happened, don't know what we would have done.
Yeah, nothing. Basically, one filming day would become 2.
Yeah, we would have had to refilm it, but they also, when they're leaving the next day, the actors.
They were leaving the next day. They would have had to come back.
So this is great. This is an example of when Jolie just took the improvisation and ran with it. So it was, it said something like, go and sit on the bar stool and open your legs to get attention from the guys, or something like that. And, you know, it's supposed to be like the famous Basic Instinct scene where, is it Kim Basinger or Sharon Stone? Is that Basic Instinct? No.
I don't know.
The Sharon Stone one where she crosses her legs, anyway.
But that was obviously very sexy, and this was a wrong option. Supposed to be sexy, but not really, because you're drunk and you're in the bar, and you can't do it very well. So, but she did great, and she did this chewing gum thing.
The chewing gum thing was brilliant, and look at her tongue, long tongue. Like
we couldn't stop laughing. It was a real, difficult thing to not laugh out loud while watching her do that.
Yeah, because that would actually spoil it. So everyone does have to keep silent and not laugh. This level actually is interesting for many reasons. So it's the female perspective level. So we had various challenges when we were writing it. One of them is, how does a woman do a red option? Because obviously if a man goes to a woman and says, look, do you want to fuck? It's a red option.
Well, obviously in the other level, in the second one, when...
serious relationship.
Serious relationship. If you do certain things, then that's wrong, because the good guy wouldn't like it.
To put off a good guy, but how do you put off a bad guy? That's the problem. So that was...
We came up with a lot of things.
Yeah, we came up with them in the end, but it was a very different experience, and you really understand that it's hard to put guys off if they're in a bar and want to get laid, probably even if you puked up, fell on the floor, like, I don't know, like, it would be hard to put off all the guys, definitely. Definitely some good ones might get put off, but it's hard to put off all the guys, for sure.
But sometimes she starts doing something that's supposed to be bad and might put guys off, like when she starts singing.
Mm-hmm.
And then that guy comes, the fat, funny guy, and then she decides not to go with it, so...
Yeah, she sings Britney Spears. So there's a bit in this where Nathan comes, and he's playing Fraser Cranwell II. And this is actually a name we came up with on the day, and it's actually based on the combination of 2 real guys that we know in London that are quite, I don't know, famous in the party scene, and are quite posh. They speak well, and so we took their names, and we're going to send them that little clip and see if they like it or not. Maybe they don't like it, but this is Tamir. He's actually a lawyer, and it's a funny story about how he got to be there. We had some legal problems, you know, as you do, and it was to do with the licensing of the music in Super Seducer 1. We got in big problems. We basically signed a contract with a company to license the music, and they didn't have the rights to give it. So, yeah, so we had that legal problem. I asked about it on my Facebook. No, maybe I just mentioned it. Yeah, I just mentioned it. I didn't even ask for help. And Tamir replied and said, "Oh, I'll help you with that for free." And he gave me some advice. And I mentioned that we're filming Super Seducer 2, and he said, wow, I'd love to be there. I'd even hold a light if you needed someone. And I was like, okay, well, come down if you want. You know, you did me this favor, come down. Booked him a place to stay. He flew down, and we got him to be in this scene where he's kind of the nice guy approaching her when she just wants to get laid, and he wants to take her number and take her on a date because he's a nice guy. And he is a nice guy in real life.
Yeah, he's great.
So it was a funny sequence of events, and really that shows that he said it was he had a fantastic week. He loved it, and I think that shows the kind of thing that can happen in life when you, I don't know, take risks, take chances, do strange things, whatever. So, you know, he just wrote me a message on Facebook, and then he was in Super Seducer 2 getting abused and humiliated. So that's wonderful. There's the bit in this with this dance thing. So this was something that was taught by Adam Lyons, who I was just chatting to on iMessage right now. We used to work together for my company, PUA Training, teaching the seminars. It's got a new pomegranate stain because I was just eating a whole pomegranate. And,
usual story.
Normal for me.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam Lyons, yeah, he was voted world's best pickup artist, and then now he lives with 2 women, and he's got 4 or 5 kids with them, and they're a throuple, like a couple, but 3 people. So he's really interested anyway, but I asked him, listen, dude, do you have any of these stupid old pickup tricks from back in the day? Ah, that one, yeah. And we remembered this one that's actually quite cool. But a lot of it is just funny. It just seems quite old to us. But I think that, and because we've moved on and I've gotten married and he's gotten his throuple thing with kids. So we've moved on from doing these pickup artist moves and stuff. But they're still quite funny, and they were kind of taught and invented for a reason. So this is Fraser Cranwell, a.k.a. Nathan from the Looking for Serious Relationship, and he's brilliant.
Lovely.
What a great actor. So this was all improvised, and what's your name, little girl, and all of that. It's wonderful. So he didn't have a script for that, and it just went into super comedy mode, and the impression of the team was that this was, you know, comedic skill to the level of a sketch show or whatever on TV, and we agreed.
Godlike.
Yeah, godlike. So he's wearing someone's glasses. Are they mine or someone's glasses?
I think they're yours. No?
No, maybe not. He's wearing someone's glasses. He's had his beard darkened.
They're Tamir's glasses.
Ah, it's the lawyer's glasses, Tamir. He's got a 3-piece suit that we got from somewhere. He's got my bag. So he's got all of this stuff. But he came up with all of those lines about the pheasants and the bottles of Petrus. And Petrus is like the €1,000 per bottle wine. So he did fantastically. And as I said, he was supposed to be in this level only because it was supposed to be the same day. But as soon as we decided that it wasn't going to be as if it's the same day and she's going to be in different clothes and all of that stuff, we couldn't really see how to use Nathan. But it was like a last minute decision. Look, he's going to be great. Let's just try and get him in there, even if he doesn't look that different and people realise it's the same actor. And we'd already paid him his acting fee as well for that day's work, and he was just chilling at home. And we said, come down here, come down like 2 p.m. and we'll figure something out. Meantime, Pete was on set. Pete is the guy that helped with scripting for a lot of the levels and actually cast these guys because he's friends with them. And he wrote a little 2-choice scene for both of them, and I think it's quite epic. So I'm very happy that it's in there.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite scenes.
And this was hard for me as well, again, because I was watching it, and I was like, obviously, I've got acting on the Pacino, De Niro, Daniel Day-Lewis level, but it's going to be tough to follow these guys. So I was watching like shit, and I'm tired, and I've got the sniffles, and now I have to follow this tough act.
Very unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah. And what else? We have drug references. Those drinks, none of them were real that day. I have to tell you, because sometimes they are real. In Super Seducer 1, we drank a load of white wine in the friend-to-girlfriend level, and I had some vodka in the interracial dating level of this. And yeah, we do sometimes have the alcohol. What about the extras in this? They were dancing all day long.
All day. And also, they couldn't dance loudly. They had to pretend they're moving their feet, but not really move the feet.
Because the steps would be too loud.
Those tiles, they are squeaking.
Yeah.
They make so much noise. So that was a real problem as well. And it's very difficult because it's hot again.
Yeah, we weren't allowed the aircon on because it's very loud. We had these kind of spinning lights, and they were semi-noisy. But I mean, on a lot of these shooting days, I just feel sorry for the people. Like I'm there, and our job is to get the best possible result. But I think to do that perfectly, you have to be really heartless, because you have these extras, and they're like, my feet hurt, I'm thirsty, I'm hot. And you're like, just keep dancing and earn your whatever small money that you're getting, and enjoy the process. But you just feel really sorry for people when they're in an uncomfortable situation, and maybe they weren't even told they'd need to dance.
Yeah, but also later on I understood that some extras and people who take part in filming, they do that on purpose to attract attention. They could do that to make their life easier, because it's their everyday job. It's not that it's once for them or even one project a year. You understand? It's like they do it almost every day. And they found out this ways out, how to cheat, you know?
To cheat?
Yeah, sometimes they're not suffering, but they pretend to get all the stuff going around them, you know? Get extra water, extra ice on them, people, I don't know.
So they're just evil
stuff.
Attention seekers. Yeah. Thanks, babe. That's going to make you really likeable again. So, there was a bit here where he fell over. He knocked the stool over, and he was like, oh shit, I knocked the stool over. And it was at the end of the big scene, and we had to cut. And Pete went nuts.
Angry.
What the fuck? You learn in day one in drama school, you carry on until the director says
whatever
cut.
Happens.
Carry on, whatever happens. Because it was actually funny that the bar stool fell over when he was trying to rush. And it was good. So we told him to do it again. in the retake. There's a lot of things you learn about acting and directing from this, and that's another thing that the extras can get from it. They get to see how a set works, and if they can be there and just be switched off and not paying attention, or they could be thinking about the acting, the directing, or whatever part of it that is interesting to them, because obviously if they're into film, it's a good place to be to learn more. Yeah, and all these traces are called 5BC and all that. Like they're all out of sequence because they were added to the script. So when he gets knocked out and says, Siri, darling, I like that.
Yeah, call me an ambulance. Siri, darling.
I think we could have found a better venue, but I think this one was really cheap.
Yeah, it was very cheap, and we were looking for something really club-like, to be like super different from the girl looking for serious relationship venue. Yes,
but it doesn't look as good as that level. So I think we learned a lot about various things again. And some venues were very expensive. I think we paid like $1,000 for some filming days, and this was really cheap. It was like $200, which is very cheap for renting a place for the whole day.
Yeah.
Yes, but could have been better. And then I love that drunk guy. I think he was brilliant. We didn't see that. We actually left, and they filmed that stuff at the end. So as long as we say our day is, the director and the operators, the rest of the crew, get there 2 hours before to set up, stay to film any little shots that they need at the end of people's hands or feet or like drunk guys. And then they do the dismantling of all the stuff and putting it in the van and whatever. So they work an extra 4 hours.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's 14 hours for them. 14 hours long working day. Sometimes
Usually, I
even
would
more,
say.
Yeah.
I think the agreement we had was that
Mental.
14 hours is considered normal, and on more than that, we need to pay overtime.
Yeah. I was like, what?
So if you're doing your 8-hour day or your 7-hour Twitch day or whatever you do, it's a lot easier than that.
Is it 7-hour Twitch day?
I just read about Ninja and some of the one other top Twitch guys. One does 36 hours a week and one does 56. I think Ninja does 7 days a week, 7 hours a day,
Wow.
but that might be wrong. But that's just what I read. But I don't know, playing Fortnite or filming. I mean, both are stressful, I guess.
Yeah,
We get stressed playing games,
all the time.
especially those multiplayer online games. God,
No, I got stressed playing Bloodborne. It was
Bloodborne's
very
definitely stressful when you have your last blood vial and the boss health is that small, and you know that if he kills you, you're gonna have to go back and do the blood vial farming again and all
yeah.
that stuff. So this is so funny because it shows some really weird look that I do. The editor chose it, and I'm like, okay, cool. It shows some really silly face that I do when it says he looks just the right amount of crazy, she says. And then it shows me doing some ridiculous face. We're just going to wait for it. Is it this bit?
That's impossible to see.
So, again, our videos failed, but there was a funny face that I did there. If you played the level, you saw it. Then there's the bit that I'm going to get ridiculed at. I can just predict the future. Bitcoin's going to go up. Trump's going to win a second term. And people are going to take the piss out of my dancing when they see it.
That was the first thing I said when I saw him doing it. I said that on set over there, and then when I saw the video as well.
What did you say? That people will laugh?
Yeah, I said you're dancing, baby. It's amazing.
So I find it uncomfortable and hard to watch.
Me
this.
too, surprisingly.
Really? But the positive in anything that I do that is stupid, I know that it's going to make good videos for all of the guys on Twitch and YouTube. So I could say it was pre-planned. How about that?
Yeah, making people laugh. That's a job.
Maybe I can actually dance like Usher or Chris Breezy.
Will you show us one day?
But I
in
don't
Super
do
Seducer
it.
3 or Super Seducer 4.
Yes.
Okay, I'm waiting.
I think that's the story, that I just do it for Mini Minter and whoever else, Soda Poppin, Forsen, whoever else. And again, Pro Jared, yeah. So again, this was hard because I needed to be put off and leave, and she was being sexual, but it had to be too much. So again, like it was, and it was different for me as well. It was hard for me because I'm normally provoking her. So I'm like, let's go have sex. She's like, what? Go on, I know you want it, and all of that stuff. And I kind of stay neutral in this provocative thing, and I never get kind of heated or need to react strongly. And in this role, not only was I worried because I had to follow the fantastic performance, and also that Nathan and Pete and people were watching, better actors were watching, but I had to do this thing that I'd never done before, which is be the person that reacts
Right.
and is provoked. The provokee, no, the provocateur, the provoked one, provokee.
Provokee.
The guy
Not sure.
the person
Who's being provoked.
who's being provoked. So all of that stuff, plus the sniffles, just very hard on me. There was this end bit where I was going to be a drug dealer, and there was this. We had a summit meeting right at the end before we filmed The Right Choice about what to do, because this had been suggested by one of our American colleagues, Ian, and he said you should have it should turn out that you're a drug dealer. Everyone should be coming up to you taking stuff, and she's like, he's a drug dealer, and then she gets the choice of whether to go home with you or not, and the right choice is to go, because the fact that you're a drug dealer doesn't it doesn't mean anything when she just wants to get laid.
And I was like,
and she was like that, and Pete was like and he was like, yeah, but do you really want drugs in the game? And because we were going to have a key of Coke. What do they call it what do the Migos or Gucci Mane call it? Whipping and all that stuff. So
yeah,
we were going to have that, got doped like Narcos, no, like Pablo, all of that stuff. And I thought, yeah, cool, I'll do it. I do whatever. But then they said, no, you shouldn't have it, and it doesn't make sense and whatever. So we changed it to hay fever tablets.
Extra strong.
But the funny thing was, normally I'm good at making decisions, but I was so tired at the end of that day that they asked me, like, yeah, but do you want to have this stack of Coke, or do you want to have hay fever? And I was like, I don't know, I can't assess. So you lot decide. And I would like to be a drug dealer once, just in my acting career, but maybe encouraging drug use and all of that, obviously. I've never done cocaine as well in my life. You've not done it either, as far as you know, right?
No.
So don't do cocaine. It's a very bad drug. But
exactly. That's why we didn't want it. We could make you a drug dealer if we make a horror game and then you get killed. That would be fair.
Yeah. So I'll be a drug dealer one day in a game, probably. Hopefully, but we didn't think it was right for that. But we changed it right before we filmed The Choice. So that just shows how stupid we are and bad at planning things and everything else.
Yeah.
But also how we're able to quickly produce, hopefully, a quality product. Ooh. So, yeah, that was a nutty thing. And
live and learn.
What else happened in this? She was stressed and working hard all day. We were behind schedule. We were worried about the sound getting cut off. She was giving me stuff for my sniffles.
Yeah.
What else was going on?
The summit didn't interfere with the filming, which was good. We managed to film it.
Yeah. And that was it. This was the last filming day with Nathan and Jolie. They were lovely, so nice. Did we go for dinner after or something? Or was that the first day? Or maybe every day? I don't know. We went to dinner, spent a lot of time with them. I would love to. I mean, it was a very nice experience working with the professional actors.
Yeah.
And definitely compared to the comedians or the non-actors.
To me, for example. You guys, oh no.
So yeah, I mean, I'm the same. When you're asked to do something, you draw on your experience, and if you've not got that experience in life, it's hard to generate it. And if you're playing something, I mean, I find it hard to play someone that's in pain, like when they're punching me or something. I'm like, like all of that stuff. I find it hard because it's not real. And if you watch, people fight, they rarely do that in real life. Like they just don't do it. They just get hit and then fall on the floor or stay standing and carry on. That's kind of it. And it's the same with all of the reactions in it. They know how to do it.
Yeah.
Because being romantic, being angry, being mental, all of that is kind of normal acting stuff. And it's easy for them. And all of the people that weren't actors, it's like, he's just said that he likes eating dogs, or he just said this. React. And they're like, oh, really? And you're like, no, react. What would you do? Come on, he's just said that. Don't you like dogs? Yeah, I have 3 dogs. I love them. Well, react. And they're like, oh, really? And you're just trying to do it. But these actors are great. Obviously, that's their job. Boom.
Big difference.
We would love to work with bigger, we'd love to work with a fully professional acting team on any future projects that we do. I think that's what we've decided.
Right.
And I need some dancing lessons, but I think I dance okay when there's music. Maybe because of my sniffles and I was tired.
Yeah, don't worry.
But they laughed at my dancing in SS1 as well. I thought it was okay in SS1, in the club dance floor level. But think about this. If I could dance really well, and obviously I'm dressed well and look good in the game, not now, but then if I can pull girls when I can't dance, what? Then it means anyone can. No, what does it mean?
No, it doesn't.
If I could dance, it would be like a trick, an easy way to get girls.
Okay.
But everyone should dance. I did some salsa lessons back in the day. I think they were good.
You also did tango or whatever that was.
Oh yeah, I did tango. We can
I
do.
did as well. We did together.
We were gonna do it together, but stopped. But I did tango, a bunch of lessons.
It's great.
It's like very stiff posture and quite fun and very mentally challenging because you need to remember so many steps and stuff. So I recommend dancing for everyone, especially if it sounds really weird and out there and different to what you normally do, then it'll be a great challenge.
Yeah, especially good for you.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think this is a cringe level again. I think guys will say cringe about my dancing, but I think we've reduced the cringe in SS2 because they said that SS1 was the cringiest game of all time.
I agree.
And it was actually very cringy for us to watch it. We were watching like, fuck.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
But I think we identified what was cringy and reduced it. We turned it down, the cringe.
Yeah.
But it's still there slightly. But maybe people would be disappointed if there was no cringe.
Exactly, that's the trademark. Cringe.
I think she looks very different in this as well. She looks and acts very differently, which is great. You know, she acts very differently in the serious relationship level to this level. Anything else to say?
No, I think that's it.
Boom. All right, nice one, guys. So that was your unlock extra bonus for completing this level with the best possible ending. Well done, and see you in the next video. And hope you're liking the game so far.